Hello guys, this is Samadan Kale and welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, we will learn the SPPU practical number third of the subject Python programming. Yes. So before starting the today's video, please guys, those of you do not subscribe to my channel, please subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you will get the latest update of videos. So guys, let's start the today's video. This is our practical number third, that is the control statements in Python first. Okay, and this is based on the unit number 3. Now there is a first question in this practical. Explain the range function with suitable examples. Okay, so I have gathered here some information about the range function and I have given the examples on it also. Okay guys, so what is the range function? So the Python range function returns a sequence of numbers. It will return a sequence of numbers in a given range. In a particular range, it will return the numbers. The most common use of it is to iterate the sequence on a sequence of numbers using Python loops. That means this range function is used in generally for loop and while loop, guys. Okay, so the syntax of range function. What is the syntax of range function, guys? So this is the syntax. Range of, we have to give, there are three parameters for this function: start, stop and step. Okay, there are three parameters for this function: start, stop and step. Okay, now parameters. So what are the parameters? The start parameter, it is optional. Start value of the sequence, that means where, from where you have to start the sequence. Then there is a stop value. Now what is the stop value? Here the next value after the end value of the sequence, that means up to which value you want the sequence, that is the stop value, and it will not be included in the range function. The start value is included in the range function and stop value does not include it. So step value, guys, step value, it is again optional. So integer value denoting the difference between any two numbers in the sequence. That means guys, if you want in the sequence there is a difference between two numbers is a 2, then you can use the step function. Okay, you can use the step of that function. Okay, now let us see the Python range. That means if we have given only stop, yes, only stop, this 6 means stop, guys. Okay, so I have imported this figure here. I hope all of you are visible this figure. Okay, so this is a Python range function. If we given only stop operator, only stop parameter, only stop argument in the range function, then what will happen, guys? Let us see. It will give the numbers from 0 to 6. 0 to 6, but 6 is not included. So it will give a number from 0 to 5 only. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are the numbers in the range 6. That means this 6 is not included. So this is one format. Another format is, guys, let us see, this is the another format. So in this format, what we have to do, we have to do first 0. 0 means this is the start value, and 6 means our end value. 6 means our end value. That means at 6 the range function will be ended. Okay, so start value here, if the function format is like this, range of first parameter a and second parameter b, then this first parameter is included. Let us see here, 0 is included, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 are printed, but 6 is not printed. Yes, 6 is not printed, it is a stop value, it is not included in the range function. Okay guys, now let us see the another format of the range function. So this is the third format. So in this format, what we have to do, guys, let us see here, Python range function. Here we have given the start value, then we have given the stop value, and then we have given the step value, guys. Okay. So this is the start value. The start value is included, that is a 0, and this stop value is not be included. That means 10 is not included here. Now the values are from 0 to 9 only. Okay, 0 to 9 only. But we want the difference of 2. We want the difference of 2. That means the first value is taken. After first value, there is a difference between two values is 2. Okay, so 0 and 1, there are two values, and then third value is a 2. So 2 is there. Okay, So 2 and 3. And then third value is 4. So 4 is there. Again 5, 4 and 5 are two values between these. So 6 is there. Okay, then 6 and 7, then 8 is there. Okay, so 9 and 10. 10 is there, but 10 is not included in this function, range function. Okay, so it is a stop value. Then 10 is not included. So what is the output? 2, 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. That means there is a difference of 2 between the two values. I hope guys all of you understood the range function. Okay, so this is the information that I have given. You can write on your practical sheet in detail. Okay, so three ways we can define this function. Range of stop that we have seen in the first figure takes the only one argument. Then range of start and stop that we have seen in the second figure, and it is taken two arguments. And then third one is range of start, stop and step. It takes the three arguments that we have seen in the third figure, guys. Okay, now let us see the examples on the these three types of the range function. Okay, so the first one is printing the first six whole numbers. That means we have to print the first six whole numbers. Then what we have to do for I in a range 6, that means first six whole numbers, guys. Whole number is starting from 0. Yes, so we have to print first six whole numbers. So if it is starting from 0, so the first six whole numbers are 0 to 5. So I have to use range function for I in a range 6. I in a range of 6. I will print the value of I, and end is equal to this space. That means I want the space between these two words. Okay. If I don't use this print function, no need. If I run this, guys, so I get this number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now, if I want to print a natural numbers from 5 to 20, from 5 to 20. So there are some conditions, guys. So for that conditions, we have to use the particular range function. So here we have to use range of start and stop, guys. Okay, that means we want the values or the natural numbers from starting from 5 and ends at 20. If we want the 20 included, then here you have to increase one value, that is a 21. If you don't want 20, then you can give 20. Okay, so for I in a range 5 to 20, you have to print the value of I, and then end is equal to this one. Yes, end is equal to this one. If you don't give this one, end is equal to, then what will happen, guys? Let us see. It will give the value vertically. Yes, it will give the value vertically. But if you want to see the values horizontally, then you can use these end is equal to space. Yes, in the string space. That means there is a space between the two numbers. Now let us see the third function, guys. If I want the whole numbers from 0 to 10, if I want the whole numbers from 0 to 10 and with a difference 2, then I can use this function for I in a range of 0 to 10 and the difference is 2. Okay, and then print I end is equal to the space. Okay, so these are the numbers 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. This is the first question, guys. I hope all of you understood the first question. Now let us take the second question, guys. Show the sequence of numbers that would be generated by each of the following range expressions. Okay, we have to show the sequence of numbers will be generated by the sequences. Okay, so what we have to do, guys, let us see. It is a very simple. Okay, we have to do for I in range of what? First 5. Yes, so I have to give the 5 here, and then I will print I only. Print I only. Yes, it is very simple, guys. So this will take the first A part. Now I want the second part. Yes, I want the second part, B part. So then I will use again the for loop on a range function. So for I in range of what? 3 and 10. 3 comma 10. Then I will print the value of I. Yes, print I. It is very simple, guys. Yes, so you have to only use the range function that we have learned in the previous example. Okay, so this is the thing. Now let us take the third question. So what is the third question? We have to complete the program to multiplication table of given number and write the outputs for x is equal to 3 and 7, guys. Okay, here they have defined the function that is a table of x. Okay, so we again define the function, define, yes, table of x, table of x, and then we will write for I in range of what, 1 comma. Now 1 comma, so guys, table starting from 2 ones are 2, that means 1, and ends at the 10th value. So if we use the start and stop in the range function, start and stop in the range function, then we have to give here 11, guys. Then we have to give here 11. What we have to give? 11. Then and only then it will take the values from 1 to 10. That means it will multiply the number 1 to 10. Okay, then I have to print, what I have to print, guys? I have to print I. I have to print the I. Okay, but if I print the I, then what will happen? Let us see. Let us see if we define now. If we define this function table, now I want a table of suppose 2. Okay, table of 2, and let us run it, guys. So it will give me 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, here what I have to do, if I do here x star I, x star I, and then run the function, then what will happen, guys? Let us see. I get the table of 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 2 4s are 8. So this is the thing that we have to do here, guys. Okay, and what they have said x is equal to 3 and 7. Okay, so if I put the value of x is as 3, then what I will get? The table of 3. Okay, then I have to make the table of 7. So by using this function, I will use the table of 7. Okay, table 7. This x argument that I have given, I will get the table of 7. Okay, so this is the question. Next question, guys. Fourth question. Write a function that estimate that given number is positive, negative, or 0. Okay. We have to write a function which will be estimate whether the given number is positive, negative, or 0. So we will define a function. Yes, define function. So what the name we will give this function? We will give this function name as let us take the function name as estimator. Okay, estimator. This is our function, guys, and in this function we want one argument. We want one argument that I will give as x. Okay, that means the number. Yes, now I will check the condition. I will apply the condition on x. What we have to do? We have to check whether the given number is positive, negative, or 0. When the number is positive, if its value is greater than 0. So I will use the condition if this x is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. Then what I have to do? I have to print x is a positive number. Yes. So x is positive number. Yes, then I will use again the elif condition on it, guys. What is the elif condition? In the elif condition, for the negative number, if it is a less than 0, yes, or if I will use equal to 0 for the 0, yes, so I will use less than 0. Okay, elif x is less than 0, then I will print this number x is negative number. Yes, negative number. Okay, guys, now I will use in the else part. Yes, so else I will use the print function. This number x is, yes, is a 0. A 0. X is a 0. So I have defined this function estimator. Okay, so if I will use the estimator of any number that I want, suppose if I use the estimator, yes, I am calling the function now estimator of 89. Okay, so what it will give? It will give me 89 is a positive number, guys. Okay, then if I will use instead of 89 estimator of, just estimator of, if I will use minus 900, then it will give me minus 900 is a negative number, guys. Yes, so it is a negative number. Then if I will use estimator of 0, okay, estimator of 0, then it will give me 0 is a 0, guys. Okay, this is the function that we have defined, and we have estimate whether the given number is positive, negative, or 0, guys. Okay, now let us take the next question, guys. Write a program that asks the user how many credits they have taken. Suppose, guys, in your T.Y.B.Sc, you have to the teacher asks you that how many credits that you have taken. Yes, how many credits that you have taken. Then he observe what he observe. If they have taken 23 or less, then if you take the 23 credits or less than 23 credits, then teacher will say that the student is a freshman. That means you are a freshman. Okay. If they have taken between 24 and 53, if your credits are between 24 and 53, the teacher will say you that you are a sophomore. Yes, you are a sophomore. And the range for junior is 54 to 83. That means if your credits are between 54 to 83, then you are the junior. And if your credits are 84 and above 84, then you are the seniors one, guys. Okay, so we have to define, or sorry, we have to take the program for this, write the program for this. Okay, so firstly we have to enter the credits. Okay, so I will use n is equal to, yes, n is equal to int input function. Yes, so int input, I will use the function as enter the number of credits. Okay, so enter the number of credits. Yes, number of credits. So you have to enter the number of credits here first. Then I will use the if else condition, guys. Okay, so what is the first condition? If this number n, if this number n is a less than equal to, is a less than equal to 23, then what we have to do? We have to print the student is freshman. Okay, so I will print the student is freshman. The student is freshman. Fresh. Okay. Then what is the next condition, guys? In the elif part, I will use if the value of n is greater than equal to 24 and less than equal to 53. Yes. So elif n is less than equal to 24, sorry, greater than equal to 24, and I will use the AND operator. The value of n is less than equal to 54. Yes, sorry, 53, not a 54. Then what I have to print, guys? I have to print the student is sophomore. Yes, in short form, I will use this sophomore. Okay, so that our time will not be wasted. Now again, I will use the elif condition, guys. So in this elif condition, what I have to write? Now this n. Okay, now this n is greater than or equal to 54, and and this n is less than or equal to 83, less than or equal to 83. Then what I have to print, guys? I have to print the student is junior. So in short, I will use the junior. You have to write the student is junior. Yes, the student is junior. Then what is the last condition, guys? That last condition will be in the else part. So else part, I have to print the senior. Okay, I have to print the senior. Okay, so this is the thing, guys. So obviously 83 greater than 83, it will be occur in the last part, that is the else part, guys. Okay, now I will run this program. So it will ask me enter the number of credits. Suppose I will use enter the 67 credits. So it will give me it is a junior. That means I am a junior. If I enter the credits at 90, then it will give me senior. That means you are the senior. Yes. And if I give the credits are 22, then it will give me the student is freshman. Yes. And if I run again the same code and give the credits are 45, then it will give me the student is sophomore. So this is the example, guys. Now let us take the sixth example. Print all positive divisors of a given number. We have to print all the positive divisors of given number. So given number, that means we have to ask the user to enter it. Okay. So I will use n is equal to int input function, guys. Okay. So int input, enter a number. Yes. Enter a number. Enter a number. Then in the next, I will use the for loop, guys. Okay. So for I in a range, I in a range of what? 1 to, I will use this n plus 1. 1 to n plus 1. Why I will use the 1 to n plus 1, guys? Because I want the divisors of number n. So if I enter the value of n is a 2, then 2 is a divisor. Yes, 2 is a divisor of 2. So I want that 2 also. If I will use here 1 to 2, then that 2 will not be included. So I want that 2 also, all divisor. That's why I'm taking the n plus 1, guys. Okay. And then I will print, sorry, I will use the condition if this n is divisible by I, n is divisible by I, that is equal to 0, that means it is divisible by I, then I will print the value of I will print the value of I, that means the divisors of given number. Okay, so let us run it first. And if I use the 2 or 4, okay, so these are the divisors of 4, 1, 2 and 4. Okay, and if I enter value as 16, then I will get the divisors of 16 are this. If I will use as 11, so 1 and 11, 11 is a prime number. There are only two divisors of 11. So these are the two elements of, two divisors of the 11. Okay. Now, let us take the seventh example, guys. So we have to write a program to find those numbers which are divisible by 7 and multiple of 11 between 100 and 700, both included. That means 100 and 700, both elements are included, and we have to find the numbers between this range which are divisible by 7 as well as 11. Multiples of 11 means, guys, divisible of 7. Okay. So I will take a program as this one is for I in range of. Okay. So what is the range, guys? 100 to 700. So I will use 701. Yes. Because I want 700 again. Yes. So I will use the 701, and then I will print, I will use the condition if this n, okay, this I is divisible by, yes, is divisible by what number 7, and this I is divisible by 11, is divisible by 11. If both are satisfied, then what I will use, yes, it is equal to 0, that I have to write here, equal to 0, and this is again equal to 0. Okay. If this is satisfied, then I have to print, guys, I have to print the value of I, the value of I. Okay, this is very simple code, guys. So let us run it. So it will give me these many numbers which are divisible by 7 and 11 also. Okay, these are the numbers: 154, 231, 308, 385, 462, 539, 616, 693. These are the numbers which are divisible by 7 and multiples of 11s in the range 100 to 700. Both are included. So very simple code, guys. If you want to take a long cut of this, you can make a long cut also, because there are so many methods and so many coders that can give, they can give the different methods for the code. So this is the simple method that I have given. Now let us take the eighth example. We have to complete the program here, guys. So complete the following program to find those numbers which are divisible by 11 and multiple of 13 between 100 and 1000. So the same code, guys, here. Okay, only we have to replace this 7 by 11 and this 11 by 13. Yes, the same code is here, guys. Yes, for I in a range, we have to give the if condition, and here I want to give the 11, and here I will give as 13. Yes, and let's run it. So I will get these four numbers which are divisible by 11 and 13 both. Yes, so it is very easy to take the code. Now, guys, let us take the last question. Explain for loop and while loop with suitable examples, guys. Okay, so we have to explain the first while loop. So what is a while loop, guys? While loop is used to execute a block of statement repeatedly until a given condition is satisfied. That means we have to use the blocks of the statement until the given statement will not be satisfied. Okay, and when the condition becomes false, the line immediately after the loop in the program is executed. That means if the condition is false, then the line will be printed or immediately executed. Okay, so what is the syntax, guys? All of we know. We have to take first the while keyword, and then we have to give the some expression on it. Okay, and then in the next line we have to give the statements. So this is the figure, guys, for the while loop. Okay. So when enter the while loop, it will test the sum expression. If the expression is false, then exit the while loop. And if this test expression is a true, then it will go to the statements. It will run the statements. If it will check the statement, again go to the test condition. Yes. Again go to the test condition. Again test condition is a true. Then go to the statements, and this one, this is follow, this is the loop. Yes, and when the test condition or test expression is false, we have to exit the loop. Yes, so this is the thing, guys. Now let us take the example on while loop. So Python program to illustrate the while loop. So firstly, I have used the count is equal to 0. So while count is less than 3, count equal to count plus 3. So I have used this condition, guys. Count's value is less than 3 and first initial count is 0. So and then I will increment the value of count by 1. So I have to print hello Greek each time. Okay. So initial count is 0, so 0 is a less than 3. Yes. So it will go to the hello Greek. Yes. So hello Greek it will print. Again, counts value will be 0 plus 1 is 1. So 1 is less than 3. Again, it will print the hello Greek. Again, go to the here. So now the value is 2. 2 is a less than 3. Again, print the hello Greek. In the next loop, in the next condition, what it will be happen? So 2 plus 1 is a 3. So it inhales the condition. It inhales the condition. 3 is not less than 3. That's why we have to exit the for loop. That means for loop ended here. Okay, guys, this is the while loop ended here. Now the next loop is Python for loop. Okay, the same Python for loop is used for sequential traversal. That means it is used for iterating over an iterable like string, list, and tuple, set, dictionaries, all these things. Okay. So all of we know how to use the for loop and all these things. I have given here the explanation of the for loop. So what is the syntax for loop, guys? Syntax is there. We have to use the for loop. Yes, for keyword. Then we have to give the variable that is I that we have given for I in iterable. Okay, then iterable. Iterable will be anything that is a range function, list, string, tuple, set, dictionary. That will be anything. And we have to give statements in the next line, guys. Let us understood the figure, guys. So for each item in the sequence, last item reached. Okay, that means it will check the condition. If it is a true, then it will exit the for loop. It is if it is a false, then it will go to the statements and it will be continue. It's exact reverse of while loop. Okay, let us take this example Python program to illustrate the iterating over the list. So I have given this list, this geek for geeks. These are the three strings in the list. So I want all these three strings using the for loop. So I will use for I in list L print I. And if I run this, guys, so I will get geeks for geeks. Yes, these are the three words separately. So this is the use of for loop, guys. So here we have completed the practical number third of the subject Python programming 2019 credit pattern of the T.Y.B.Sc mathematics. Okay. So thank you for all of you for watching this video. We will meet again in the next video with the next practical.